Hello viewers of this video. I'm Incarna, also known as Kai, my real name. So, happen to find this gem on the interwebs, Trevor Squawks, and it's a pretty fitting name. You'll soon see why. So, gonna do a reaction video, except it's gonna be a little more than that. It's actually going to be a complete inductive commentary. No matter who it is, spit facts. Don't say anything directly offensive like, oh, I don't know, your mom, or I don't like the color of your skin. Don't say anything like that. That's completely uncalled for and unnecessary, and you'll soon see why, if you didn't already know. I'm gonna skip around. I have timestamps right here.
Like, swear to God, never dealt with so many racist people, and then like a couple of offensive people that I play as a black character.
Hate to break it to you, homeboy, but games are the #1 hotspot for racism, because people can get away with it, you know, like, easily. It's not face-to-face. You can pretty much do or say whatever you want and face, like, you know, minimal recourse. Most of the time, anyway. Don't do that, obviously. So, what you should have done instead, you should have tried asking the racist in your chat. You should have just said, why do you feel the need to say these slurs and be racist? Why? Get to the root of the issue instead of complaining. How about that? Just a thought.
Like, give him some cheeks. So, like, you can, like, up the ass. So I was like, let's give him some cheeks. Like give him some cheeks. So, like, he's goofy as hell. He's black. He has, like, a almost ginger...
So, he makes this absurdly inproportional black character in the skate game. He calls it, in the video, and you heard it just now, goofy as hell quotes. And in the thumbnail, I'll put an image on screen now, WTF 4 exclamation points. Oh, like, you know, why are people making fun of me when I'm making fun of the character myself and being a complete hypocrite? Ooh, yikes.
How many fucking comments of, why are you playing as a black character? Who the fuck cares?
Genuine question. Why are you playing as a black character?
Like, you're offended that a white guy wants to be a black character.
Fact of the matter is, when you have a white man playing as a black character, because that's atypical and pretty unusual, so people will always be curious, and the majority of your viewers are young children who are uneducated. So... they may not even know better, and the ones who do will still ask because they're curious. We get into this later, though, because the person who actually asked this question was an African-American individual.
Like, isn't the whole thing, like, white people hate black people? So why the fuck are you offended that I want to be a black character? Like, if you're so easily offended...
Majority of white people do not hate black people. It's as simple as treating everyone in a kindly manner and how you would want to be treated. It's the golden rule. It's common sense. Plus, you saying that actually outs you as being a conceited racist, which we'll get into more. Guy, stop. Get some help.
If you're so easily offended...
if you get offended, you're the one getting offended and going on a 17-minute rant, my guy.
Like, I went to public school. Right? And that teaches you the real fucking world. Because when you're in private school...
I went to both public and private school. Insults are insults. All actions have consequences. Good and or bad. Duh.
It's like private or whatever the fuck. And then, like, you can't be like, how about you suck my fucking cock, buddy? You can't say that. Because then... you're both in trouble.
You can say that, but you will face consequences for doing so.
And then it's gonna look bad on your parents, and then whatever the fuck your parents do, they're gonna get fired because your fucking son's a bitch, or a fucking...
He just goes on this horrible examples for exactly what nobody knows. Being racist, apparently. Streaming with a racist chat. This encompasses racism entirely. Wow. Yeah. Guy, Trevor, you're very mentally unstable. I'm not trying to insult you here, okay? Nothing I'm saying is a direct insult. It's all facts. And if anyone has a problem at any point, you know, just comment, add me on Discord. We'll talk it out. The fact of the matter is, you're in dire need of help. You needed help years ago, and you're quite possibly bipolar and or schizophrenic, and you're showing many signs and symptoms of those. By the way, anyone who's thinking, oh, you're beating on a guy who's bipolar and schizophrenic, you would think so, but he actually knows what he is doing. Like, for example, he deletes chats, videos, and streams of him talking mad shiz, and he knows he's in the wrong. He deletes them anyway. He has a conscience. If he didn't, then he wouldn't be deleting them. Case in point. Keep that in mind.
Because they fucking lie. That's all women do.
That's news to me. Sorry if you were burned in the past. Making false claims about the opposite sex will only make it worse for you and make you look like a sexist. Oh wait, you are.
High school, you get called all these fucking names. Fat, retarded, stupid, ugly, cracker, white, fucking all these bullshit. And it really prepares you for life.
Yeah, those names are quite common. And, bullying in public school, never heard of it. Wow. In high school, you get called names. And bullied too, which apparently happened to you a lot. Sorry that you were bullied, and still might be currently, and feel the need to lash out and insult others as a result for self-gratification. It's a double-edged sword, and it won't end well. It won't end well.
And it really prepares you for life, because there's two fucking options, right? There's either fight or fucking flight.
It really prepares you for life. Or you become this guy, or a school shooter, or you get bullied and you bully others as a result, or even worse. So the correct terminology would be that in public school, it exposes you to the rigidity, the roughness of life.
I don't give a fuck what these people say. But I don't get offended. Because, like, these fucking people...
You don't give an F or get offended. Goes on a bipolar/schizophrenic rant for 17 minutes about being offended.
I'm going to forget every fucking comment you said. I may recognize your username, but what you said, I will never fucking remember again.
That's interesting you say that, because Homeboy didn't forget, as a matter of fact, 17-minute rant video, duh. And he even quoted some of the comments and got rage baited enough to make this rant. Here's the thing. Mature streamers, they ignore the offensive comments completely, for the most part. Like, they might say one or two things, like, if they want to actually get to the root of the issue. Like, that's something I would say, but most of the big streamers, they won't give it a second thought, okay? And they let the mods take care of it. And I know you guys have mods. I know this guy has mods. Case in point.
A YouTube live stream. Fucking leave.
They're not going to leave because they want reactions out of you, which they got. They succeeded in doing quite well, and rage baiting you, which is exactly what happened. And you fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Correct me if I'm wrong.
There's a fucking special from Tom Segura. His main thing was like, this is what I'm gonna start telling people at my shows who get offended during comedy shows. You should never hear stuff you don't like. Mwah! And then I kiss you on the fucking forehead because we're supposed to treat you like babies. Even though you're a grown fucking man who could just scroll. I don't like what he said.
You can't avoid not hearing something that's offensive at least once in your life, you see. You're a great example of that, actually. And if you were that offended, which you are, then you could have taken Tom's advice, the comedian you're talking about here, and ended the stream anytime early. Or you could have gotten to the root of the issue. You could have asked them, okay, why do you think I'm racist or whatever? But you'd rather just play the victim instead.
Other idiots that use soundboard, don't get me fucking started.
Stats actually show that streamers with soundboards get higher likes, views, subs, and followers. So here's the thing. Being jealous won't improve your situation, guy. You need to step off it while you're ahead. Or should I say, so hopelessly behind.
Like, that's how it is. Soundboards, don't get me fucking started. Where the fuck was I? I totally lost it.
You got that right. You totally lost it. So you say, don't get me started, yet you go into rant after rant after rant after rant, like a broken record. And, something really interesting, I could be wrong, but, it's funny how you're being critical of streamers' choices. Do whatever you want as long as it's not, like, directly hurting or offending someone, okay? You're being critical of streamers' choices, yet you had some choice words to say about other streamers as well, and how unsatisfied you were with other streamers' content. Hypocrite. Once again, this is a common running theme. You'll get used to it.
Like, I don't give a fuck what you fucking think.
You don't give an F what people think. Yeah, completely believable. I believe you. Totally.
But these fucking people in my chat have to comment. I'm bored. I'm leaving. Who the fuck asked you? Who gives a fuck?
If they comment they're bored and they're leaving, then they're bored and they're leaving. No one asked. No one needed to ask. It's freedom of expression. And you got rage baited as a result. That's really embarrassing. Pick a struggle. Pick a side. You're talking about how you don't care and now you do care. What's the deal?
Okay, you fucking cracker bitch. Who gives a fuck?
Definitely not racist.
Fucking cares.
You clearly care. Hence this video. The 17-minute rant.
Like, fuck off. Like, end my life right now. Just take me upstairs, motherfucker.
It ain't that serious, bro. Take a deep breath. And the fact that you've been irate this entire video, raising your voice with inconsistent volume levels, a common theme of schizophrenia.
But once you get into like the 20 to 50 zone, fucking retards will come into your stream.
Duh, more viewers equals more chance of rage baiters and people who comment racial slurs, etc. You know, just offensive people. And we all knew that. It's more most of this video is common sense. Calling someone the word regard is widely considered hate speech and a highly offensive slur. It's a form of bullying that targets people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, which he does know, but he just won't admit it because he wants to act the way he wants, which, I mean, philosophically, it's a nice thought, I guess, except it ends in disaster. It's a double-edged sword.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say a stupid comment and maybe I'll get his reaction on it.
He's so close, but so hopelessly far.
And maybe he'll say something mean or offensive. And they get me every time!
Homeboy actually admitted it. Like, no way. I was shocked.
It's like weight loss pills. My mom is obsessed with that shit and she's lost nothing because she is.
Speaking of your mom, tell her to get you a better dresser, man. That one's kind of fugly. You thought I was gonna say a yo mama joke? Nah. That'd be too easy.
I've literally written down for this new channel like a bunch of shit that I want to get into.
Please do.
Like, there was a fucking guy who was like, "You're playing as a black character, and personally, as a black man, it's very offensive." Huh?
Huh? Oh, a black person getting offended by your horrendous, disproportional black avatar? Huh? He's being racist and he's mocking his viewers, which is a really bad combination. You really don't want to do that. I don't even stream, but that's common sense. He more than likely wasn't even offended that you were playing as a black character. He was offended by the fact that you have exaggerated features of your character and you called it goofy AF, and you have WTF with 4 exclamation points in your thumbnail with an arrow pointed towards the character. That's a horrible representation of his race, for one. And even if he wasn't offended, his opinion would still be valid, though, regardless. The commenter's opinion on your stream.
White people who call black people like the hard R N-word, and like, it's mostly women I've seen, like on
your TikTok education, fabulous. But statistically, it's mostly men. Mostly white men.
Are you a slave? No. Then why the fuck are you crying? You tell him to suck your fucking clit and you walk away. Why the fuck are you crying, dog?
What does being a slave have to do with anything at all? Okay, stop letting your inner racist leak out for just a sec. You just referred to people that get called the N-word as slaves. Yikes. That's not overtly racist whatsoever.
If you had good parents growing up, you had good black parents growing up. I know the fucking statistic in America is like 45 to 65% of the time the male father's not in the house because of bad situations or bad.
Yeah, true stat. African American fathers leave more often than any other race, but what's your point? What's the point here at all?
Opportunities he chose to took. That's awful. I understand like that. No one should live in fucking poverty. That's fucking gay.
So nobody should live in poverty. Hold on a second. How are you directly tying poverty to living in a black household? Racist. He's calling black people poor. If it wasn't exceedingly obvious already. Also, he says gay. Stop being homophobic, please.
I feel like
And that's the problem. You feel. That's your problem right there.
everyone should just live in like not poor houses, but just like 10% above poor, and that's just everybody. So no one lives richer than the other person, no one lives poorer than the other person.
Okay. In theory, sounds cool. Would never work. Say you got it to work, it wouldn't last all but 2 seconds.
What the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah. Completely forgot. I have no idea.
Completely forgot, no idea. That actually sums up the video quite well, actually. Consider that as a retitle.
Fucking, like, why are you getting offended over a word definition that has nothing to do with you?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because it's targeted, rude, offensive, hate speech, and racist. Homeboy just loves to flip-flop every 2 seconds, and it's an obvious facet of his bipolar disorder, at work, sadly. But once again, bro, it's not too late. Let people help you and get help. You're not completely innocent either, because like I pointed out, obviously, you know what you're doing, and you've committed multiple cowardly actions, which prove that you know what you're doing is in fact wrong and hurtful. So you're not off the hook. Not even close. And you should consider yourself lucky, because I'm giving this 10% of my power right now. I'm holding back, alright? I could have been a lot harsher if I wanted to, but I'm not. I'm just pointing out facts.
You had a good black mother, right? And if she was really preparing you for the world, she would have told you, in the real world, there are fucking losers out there who will call you this shit. But you have to know that deep down, if you are, you're a good person.
They do tell their children, and everyone is painfully aware of the racism, sadly, of course. And they also know that they're not the slurs and racist terms that people might call them. Duh. I don't even know why you're addressing this. It's common sense. But that doesn't make it okay to say those slurs. It's completely unacceptable. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Could you imagine if, like, whites are like, there's gonna be slavery again? Black people would either kill themselves, or the first option, kill us first. Like, what? We.
Never again. That's not going to happen again. And the fact that you view African Americans at such a low standard that you think they would commit or murder others without fighting first, which they have in the past. Have you been educated about Martin Luther King Jr., who was a hero, who was unjustly killed, I believe, by the FBI? Black history has always been a struggle, and you clearly haven't been educated or are completely ignoring the fact that there's been multiple fighters throughout history for black rights. Here's an example. Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Rosa Parks. 3 of them right now. And that was just off the top of my head. But you completely failed to mention that because it doesn't fit your narrative. Because it doesn't fit your opinion. You don't like adhering to facts, do you? Not at all, it seems. You'd rather craft a BS opinion narrative.
If they are instigators, they're gonna call you these things. And you know that's just not fucking true. So don't be a bitch about it. Why are you getting offended over a word definition that you are not?
Homeboy thinks he's a philosopher. He's not. spoilers. Yes, racism will never end. Sure, okay, there'll always be racism everywhere. They're not being beaches about it. They're standing up for their rights as a human above all. I don't know if that thought's crossed your mind. Hopefully it does. And just because someone isn't a slur or racist comment that someone else utters, that doesn't make it any less or offensive. His logic is hilarious, to say the least.
By the way, this channel was created and inspired off of Saya Speaks, the black gentleman.
He continues to dig his 1,000-foot grave by adding Saya Speaks, which I checked the guy out. He's pretty cool. He brings up genuine questions and concerns. Like one of his videos is titled, "I think the 6'7" meme is stupid." And yeah, me too. But if he saw this video, what do you think his reaction would be? Hopefully he does see this video. I think he would be greatly displeased by this video and offended as an African American individual. This is pretty much the end of the video. He has 2 other videos as well on his channel, which I'm also going to address. If you enjoyed this, don't like, don't sub, report this guy. I don't care about views, I don't care about subs, I don't care about likes, I never have. It's all about entertaining and informing the people. Exposing evil and entertaining people. That's all I care about, and all I'll ever care about. So, you guys have a great day, and be the best version of yourself that you can. And Karna out.